Hello and welcome back to another episode of Passion Unscripted, our weekly episodes where we come live, Irina Portnova and Dina Alexander, where we share the tips, our strategies, our stories with everyone to get connected and understand our intimate part of our life because we all have it, but not everybody talks about it. So we come bold to talk about it and say, hey, this is part of who we are. This is part of our life, and it's okay to talk about it. And Dina, welcome. It's like, every Monday. I just love that our episodes come on Monday because it just gives so much drive when we come alive. Uh, yeah, come alive and come on live, right? So it's just like that beautiful vibe that we are sharing because there is like so much anticipation. There is so much goodness coming from us coming together on these episodes. And obviously, we are here to support you and to serve you with any questions you have. So we are ready for some beautiful time together. And today we are going to continue talking about She's Good Girl, but
Mhm. Thank you for today again, Irina. It's fun. It's fun Monday. Yeah.
yay, right? Every Monday when people are dreading about it and saying, oh my God, another day. For us, Monday is fun day.
Hey, it's fun day. And you know what? I want to share with the audience how was our agreement on on what we are going to talk today. I love how we do it. So I thought about, hey, we should talk about the crazy women. I don't think they're crazy, but they are labeled crazy. Okay. So I told you, hey, Irina, let's talk about she's a good girl, but she is crazy. And you brought something up in me. It was marvelous. You said, I don't know nothing about being crazy, but I know about being masculine. So I want to take those two titles, the being masculine and the being crazy, and take them out because they are both, we can make positive contribution to both individuals. Because being masculine is not bad, being crazy is not bad. It's how you deal with it. That's
Mm,
that's the output that you will get. So as so this is what came up. I think instead of talking, the individual asking themselves, "Am I good or bad?" No, am I good or crazy, or am I good and crazy? What are the good traits and what are the crazy traits that I have in me? So I'm like the interviewer today. So I'm going to, before I interview you, I will share my craziness. Okay. So the good girl in me, I totally got rid of her. She has been a while, for a long while. So the good girl doesn't serve me. I like the one that is hot and dares, and that's not exactly the good girl that I'm talking about. But the craziness in me is when I feel like I shouldn't be doing this, but it's just something that I really want to do. It feels good, but I shouldn't be doing it. I like this
yeah.
mind. And I pursue it. And I think that's the craziness that the people are talking about in women. And some of us really share our emotions. Maybe and that's in that scenario, I would rather um, be calm when I get those emotions because I know the reason why. Being calm and entertaining the good um, um, chemicals from my body is better for me if I release that, better than releasing the cortisol and everything else that doesn't suit my body. So then the masculine part comes in, and I do think, I do sit back and think, do I really need to get angry? then it's my choice. Then I use my masculine part.
Hey, Ilana, it's great to see you. Thanks for showing up. Yay, awesome to see you. We are talking about the good girl and being a bad girl. So we want also some of your.
So what comes? I spoke a lot, Irina.
Mhm.
Tell me what came up when during my speech.
You know what come up for me, rather than saying crazy, the term that I love is wild. That's what I can relate, like wild girl, right? So basically it's about, thank you, basically it's all about knowing how to act where, right? In private space, like you said, like, oh, we can be our like tigress wherever we are, right? And just show our wild side and do whatever. But on public, there are certain things that we still want to be going by, right? And when we talk about like initially we were talking about crazy woman, right? And I know that this connotation has a negative term to that, because a lot of times women can be like very scandalous, they can be like really loud, they can be very, like drama queens, right? And this is something that doesn't really resonate with me because it was never me. Like I walk out very peacefully. Like, like you are not gonna see me again. Like if you do not enjoy the gift of my presence, I'm going to give if you do not enjoy my presence, I'll give you the gift of my absence, right? So this is my mantra, and I'm not making a big deal, a fuss about it. I just exit out and that's it. Like I do it very, like with the style and with the honor. So that's why when we were talking about some women who, like when they become jealous, or when they do not handle their emotions properly, like sometimes you watch these on the social media. Again, social media, I don't know how truthful they portray things, when they could smash the guy's cars or do other things. Like it was never me. So that's why I say that I carry a lot of masculine energy, where it's more like, take your time, be more like observant, be more reserved. So my emotions are more in check and more balanced. This is exactly how I handle the situation. And again, women are more emotional, right, by nature, because men were not that men are not emotional, but men were taught that it's not cool to show the emotions. And I completely disagree with that, because sometimes that fact that men do not express themselves also hurt us as women. What do
Yes.
you think about it, Dina?
Yes, that was my next item, Irina. We are so synchronized. So the mental health, being aware of your mental health, and sometimes women are, like you said, being labeled as scandalous because they express themselves a little bit loud than me or you, for example, and they are labeled crazy or rebellious. I like that word. That
Mm-hmm.
word, wild, rebellious, and maybe we should um, park here and treat the crazy word. What is crazy? Because for everyone, craziness, being crazy is different. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm going to share misinterpretation of craziness. When I started my business 6 years ago, a lot of people thought I was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
At this age, studying for a sex coach, leaving a banking career, a profession, you're successful. You should stay there. Your pension.
Mm-hmm.
I was labeled for crazy women, but now, when I people, I yeah, a long time ago, I see them and we start talking and they express, hey, you're doing good, I never thought this, you really live from this. And you
Mm-hmm.
nice. So, well, look, I do want to, for me, what I did wasn't crazy, it was what my heart was telling me. So I think we should park some of our women. We as women, we like to listen to others because they are men, or they are more mature, or they have their papers, they went to university, um, and we don't listen to our hearts. And I think that is the wisdom that a lot of women, girls, should be educating themselves before going to any university, before starting a relationship, before everything else. You need to have to learn how to listen to your heart.
Mhm.
I like your smile. So what
I
came?
love it. You know what comes to me when you're sharing, Dina? What comes to me is there is a different level of aliveness looking at people who are fulfilled in what they are doing, like us, right? We are just having the time of our life. We do not wake up on Mondays dreading and thinking, oh my God, another day and another dollar, right? When you do things from your heart, this is a different aliveness that you experience. There is a different zest to life altogether. And then money is just coming as a byproduct of it, because when you are on your path, when you are doing something what you meant here to do in this lifetime, and you really follow your passion and purpose, that's exactly is the game change. And obviously our society always box us, because we were trained that okay, you go to the school, and that was my mindset before I started to be exposed to this work, right? And we were trained to say okay, like we were, like go to college, then go to the like have the marriage and just have your life, right? Everybody has this traditional path. But if you start like digging deep and you look at these couples, there is so much frustration inside, there is so much unsatisfaction, and nobody tells about it. Everybody goes to the gathering, everybody's smiling, everybody is just, like portraying these perfect couple. But inside, there is so much damage that
Yes.
people are not even, facing it. A lot of people are not even want to dig there, right? Because they know they start like to dig into that, hole, and it's going to be like a disaster, right? So the point is that we all can up level our life if we choose to. If we
Yes.
choose to like start asking ourselves these deep questions, am I doing exactly what I meant to do? Am I with the right person that I meant to be, right? Always check, because that person that was for you, let's say 10 years ago, might not be good for you anymore, right? And we have to acknowledge it. And again, coming back, listen to our heart, right? Listen to our heart and understand what our heart tell us, right? So
Yes.
that's exactly why we are coming and sharing and talking about it openly, because a lot of people are so afraid to be judged, to be misunderstood. Like a lot of times, even couples among themselves, they are not facing the truth, they are not having these conversations, they do not have the communication. And that's so important, because like you can go by so much if the sex is good, but like take the sex away and there is nothing there to glue the couple, right? And it's scary. That's exactly why we are talking about it. That's exactly why, like it's important to bring this. And we are talking to you on the intimate level, like, like, hey, we are inviting you like in the bedroom, and let's just have these, like a conversation. Like,
Yes.
let's be honest with ourselves, right? Because only when we become honest with ourselves, we really understand what we want from life, and we really start thinking exactly what we want to create. And
Yes.
Iana had some comment. Yeah, I was going on and on. She says masculinity and feminine energy are completely each other, like dancing together. Yes,
Yes.
dancing. Absolutely. Beautifully said. Yes, we have to have the balance on both sides, right? Each woman has masculine and feminine energy, as well as each man has masculine and feminine. And it has to be balanced in order to really be fully present in this life and enjoy the life to the fullest.
I love what
Yeah,
Ilona,
Iana, right.
I-
Mm-hmm.
I- Iona, wrote. I love it because she is synchronized with us also, because I wanted to share empowering yourself through self-expression. And she mentioned dancing balances the masculine and feminine.
Mm-hmm.
So I think women, because we are talking about the good girl now, women should have be aware that what you are doing as an art, if you like dancing, you like singing, you like writing, or you like performing, whatever you like, it's a way of empowering yourself, and that is self-expression. So when you feel like frustrated and you want to um, scream, or it was too much, you did too much for a while, you didn't take me times, maybe you should use that self-expression to calm yourself down, to have to be the nurturing lady again, because we are nurturing beings. We women are nurturing beings, and when you lose that, you lose yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Every lady, every girl, every woman is a nurturing being.
Yes, I love it. And you know what comes to me, Dina? The society again try to put us in a box and say a woman is equal, right? And again, we are not gonna go into that, like step, like feminism and all these movements, but just to say that woman, like when a man in his masculine energy, right? He understands that the woman is the source of his energy, the source of his thriving and success in life. So the way that keep that source pumping, that like happiness in him, pumping that success in him, he has to make sure she is enjoying, right? And how does a woman enjoy her life? The way woman enjoys her life is just go pamper herself. Go, if you like to dance, like you mentioned, go to the dancing classes. Go spend time that gives you that, in the nature, do something, right? And our society, it's like woman has to work as equally, if not harder than man, right? And it's not right. That's where the mismatch comes together, because the woman is prospering when she's in her feminine side, when she enjoys herself, when she does things that gives her life, that gives her freedom, gives her happiness. And that's how she can fulfill with that energy a man who is next to her. So the wise man who really understand what is the role of a woman next to them, they really know what they're talking about. Oh, look at him who is here. Bruno, just
Ah,
jump into the topic. Yeah, so
it's-
that's true. And Iana said creativity. Yes, we men are very creative by nature. And like I said, a true man who is in his masculine, he understands that woman does not have to work hard. A woman is there just to enjoy herself and do something that gives her life. And that's how she's feeding a man with the energy. And that's how a man next to her will be thriving.
yes, yes, I love it, and I want to use this opportunity. If you are a lady or a man and you're listening to us at this moment, I want you to, because there are so many movies and out there that you they portray craziness in women or craziness in men, and I want you to choose one of them and analyze it. Just recently, I think it was a day before yesterday, I got a clip from a client of mine about a movie. I'm not doing any marketing here, but I love the movie. I saw it yesterday. So the movie, it's on Netflix, and the name is Nobody Wants This. So it's Adam Brody and Kristen Bell. But it was ironic because this lady is a sex coach. She has a podcast, and that's why they sent to me. And she fell in love with Jew, the how you call a Jewish pastor, the
The rabbi.
rabbi,
Mm-hmm.
and it's beautiful the way they they wrote it. I really really recommend, because crazy will stay very small on the way that they had it. This movie was fantastic. It's not a movie. It's a how you call that, series. It's a series,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and I really recommend. It matches this topic perfectly.
So can you repeat again the name of the movie?
Nobody wants this. Adam Brody and Kristen Bell's first kiss was perfect.
Okay, all right. I'm just putting that in the comments. Let's first read what Bruno says.
Okay. She can work hard off she wants, all she wants. However, it's super awesome to see a man who provides that physical and emotional certainty and safety. Wow. That's total emotional intelligence in a man if he can provide that. And you usually don't, the majority of men are not emotional intelligent, no? And
Absolutely.
yeah, it's that's the craziness in men. Maybe we should we did talk about that part in when we were talking about it
The
is a good,
man.
it
Mm-hmm.
is a man, but we did talk about that part. But yeah, it's nice to have an emotional intelligent man right by your side, because you will talk less,
Mm-hmm.
because he can see it, he can feel it, and he will do something about it.
Mm-hmm. It's a blessing, actually. It's a blessing.
It's a
Like for
blessing.
any woman to have emotionally intelligent man, it is a blessing.
See?
So this is the movie. I put it. Nobody wants this. Check out this movie. Yes.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
if anybody wants to see what this is all about, amazing. Thank you so much, Dina. So let's just wrap it up for today, and let's see. Thanks so much, Iana. Thanks so much, Bruno, for contributing, and it's always a pleasure to see somebody with us on these episodes. And let's see if anybody has any questions, DM us or put it in the comments. Let's see if we want to have a third part and talk more about it, because obviously there is always something to learn, and to start really get deeper understanding of all these things that matter in our life. But for now, just remember that that what does it mean for you to be a good girl, right? Because for each one of us, for each one of nobody wants this. So but just to say that everybody has their understanding of what does it mean for them, the good girl, right? What does it mean for you? And this is the question we want you to leave from today's life. What exactly does that mean for you? And where are you standing on being your authentic selves and recognizing your wants and needs and actually expressing them? Because it's very crucial, it's very important for our mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual self, right?
Yep.
Thanks so much, everybody, and see you next week. Have a beautiful, beautiful week. And Mondays are perfect because we just set you up for that amazing energy to go and just conquer the world. All right. All the best. See you next on the